Doddridge County Schools and WEIR 104.7 FM proudly present Doddridge County High School Bulldog Basketball. We invite you to tune in and watch live streaming coverage of your Bulldog basketball team on WEIR Doddridge County Facebook and Doddridge County YouTube. Now we take you courtside with your Bulldog broadcast crew.
Welcome to West Union, West Virginia in the Craig M. Keller Gymnasium on Dan McConnell Court here on the campus of Doddridge County High School as we begin postseason basketball. Not quite baseball season yet, Nate. Got a little bit of basketball
Pretty
to
nice
take care
today.
of.
Getting me a little itch right now.
I can tell you, and a beautiful day it was today. A lot of those games, I was glad that basketball was played inside. Tonight, it wouldn't be so bad if it was played outside. Tonight's matchup features the Doddridge County Bulldogs. They've had an outstanding season, but their journey towards a state championship begins with the regional tournament against the Red Raiders from WEIR High School. This is where things start to get serious in high school basketball. The Bulldogs now 2 wins away from punching a ticket to the state tournament in Charleston, and everything begins tonight here at home. Doddridge County comes into this game with the momentum of a tremendous season. Big accomplishment so far, of course, winning the Little Kanawha Conference Championship, which is no small feat considering the depth of talent across that league. And that championship validated what many people across the state already knew. This Bulldog team is experienced, they're disciplined, and they're dangerous when it comes to playing their style of baseball. Or basketball.
Yeah, see, now I'm on your mind.
See? Yeah, I'm telling you. Nate, you done got into my head. I'm Clint Adams. I'm joined with Nate Wright. Nate, this season had some defining moments.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'm going to touch one play, I guess I would say, that, we've seen plenty of times, but it doesn't hurt to look back and play it again here. And then we'll kind of go, the season overview from Doddridge. So I'll go ahead and play this.
Humming duties. He'll throw it the length of the court, controlled by DeHaven. DeHaven gets up the shot. It's no good. Controlled by Solomon. Solomon puts it back, and it is in. The Doddridge County Bulldogs will advance to...
what a play. Clint, you made that play even better there with your electric. I don't know, I think they can hear the broadcast there, which is great.
Yeah,
one thing that,
I'm going to give Jayden all the credit for the play.
That's fine.
I was just blessed to be able to witness it.
Right. If you've watched this Doddridge County team this season, you know what they do a lot of things well. First off, they are a very balanced basketball team. They're deep. They can score from multiple spots on the floor. They move the basketball extremely well. And they play with a lot of confidence on both ends of the court and at high intensity. One of the most impressive aspects of this team has been their depth. We talk about their depth a lot, and how many seniors they have. They don't really rely on just 1 or 2 players. Coach has multiple guys that can rotate in, and every one of those players understands their role. That allows Doddridge to keep the intensity high and throughout the game. That depth also becomes extremely important in the postseason. Games get physical, fouls happen, and when you can bring players off the bench who can contribute immediately, it gives you a huge advantage over these teams. Another key strength for Doddridge has been their rebounding ability, and especially on the offensive glass. This team does a tremendous job attacking the boards, creating second chance opportunities, and extending the possessions. Those extra possessions completely change the momentum of the game. And when you talk about rebounding for Doddridge, you have to mention Jayden, whose size and presence inside gives Doddridge really a big advantage around the rim. When he's controlling the paint and the Bulldogs are crashing the offensive boards, it becomes extremely difficult for opponents to keep Doddridge off the scoreboard. Second chance shots, that's really what you don't want to have if you're on the defensive side. This Doddridge team has a lot of great players, but the offensive rebounds is really what stands out to me. They've had some games where they've had a lot of turnovers, and they're still in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that right there goes to show you just how many second chance shots they've had, basically.
Well, and Jayden Solomon in the middle, you just can't underestimate the importance that he has on the game. Just his ability to get those second chances and to put it back up in there. And Landon Thomas as well.
Yep, exactly. Like I said, I could go down the line here with a lot of guys. Will Adams is another guy that comes to mind. He comes off the bench, but his presence inside the paint, which is really weird because, not weird, but it's different for him because honestly, he kind of was shooting a lot for us early on in his career, but now he's kind of found himself down low, getting a lot of offensive rebounds, being super effective and being big coming off the bench, kind of filling that role that Jayden when he comes onto the bench.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what this Bulldog team needs, and it's just been a pleasure to watch them all season long, and certainly Now the journey begins tonight against this WEIR team. Doddridge County gets to host the WEIR Red Raiders. What's it mean to have that benefit of a home field advantage?
I mean, I think in any sport, I think you play better at home. You know, you're comfortable. This is your court, you know, just like it's just your field. You know what I mean? You're here every day. You're putting in the reps. So that's one thing that stands out to me. You know, these guys are comfortable here. You got your fans here as well. Doddridge has been one of the better atmospheres around, and when it comes to high school basketball, the crowd here gets loud. Student section gets involved. And tournament basketball, having the opportunity to play at home is huge. You know, players are comfortable, like I said, and for this senior class, having the chance to play a postseason game on their home floor is something that makes tonight even more special. You can really expect a lot of emotion, a lot of intensity, and a lot of focus from this group tonight.
Well, and you know, another benefit, of course, to home court is you didn't have to drive down Route 18.
Right.
for about 250 miles to get back to Hancock County.
Exactly, and that's the thing, you know, these guys control their own destiny, really. So, you know, we keep winning, we keep having the home court advantage. And that's all you can ask for, because that's where the hard work showed up this season to be able to have the home court. That's why it's important to take care of those games on a Tuesday night, on a Thursday night, or here on a Saturday, you know, because now when it matters the most, we're sitting here in our home gym playing the games that matter the most.
And you get the benefit of your own locker room. You just know what to expect.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about showing up, not figuring out where you're going to park the bus or anything like that.
It's a routine, and honestly, like, I mean, we're a creature of habit, and really, I think a routine is big for all of us. You know, just on your daily, you know, drive to work, you've got a routine. These guys have a routine when they show up at, you know, 5 o'clock to kind of get ready to go, listen to the music, come out here, get some pregame shots, and then they just, it's home.
Yeah. And you're right. It's about those habits as well, right? Sometimes I'm not even driving to work, and I take the exit to go to work,
right?
Because you get in the habit of it on a Saturday afternoon. You're like, what am I doing?
Exactly.
And it's just a matter of having that and being able to put that stuff on automatic pilot. It makes a big difference. We'll step aside for a brief second. We'll come back with more. You're tuned into Doddridge County Boys Basketball on WVRC.
Under the West Virginia sky, where the hills roll high, there's a school that stands with heart, where the Bulldogs never die. Books in hand and heads held up, we're ready to explore. Doddridge County's where we grow, our stories start to soar. Pride runs deep in every vein, a fire that won't fade. We're learning, leading one, and all our dreams are not afraid. Bulldogs, our mission's in motion, proud and strong with Bulldog devotion. Learning, leading, chasing dreams, Doddridge pride in everything. United we shine, together we rise. Doddridge County Schools where futures fly. From the classroom to the field, we stand side by side. Teachers guide us, friends support, we're ready to take stride. Bulldog green and gold so bright, a symbol we uphold. Every challenge we embrace, our courage won't be sold. Pride runs deep in every vein, a fire that won't fade. We're learning, leading one, and all our dreams are not afraid. Oh! Go Bulldogs, our mission's in motion, proud and strong with Bulldog devotion. Learning, leading, chasing dreams, Doddridge pride in everything. United we shine, together we rise. Doddridge County Schools where futures fly. Oh, the road ahead may wind, but we won't lose our way. With faith in each other, we'll light up the day. Bulldog spirit, it's our song, we'll sing it loud and clear. For Doddridge County, we'll stand tall through every passing year. Go Bulldogs, our mission's in motion, proud and strong with Bulldog devotion. Learning, leading, chasing dreams, Doddridge pride in everything. United we shine, together we rise. Doddridge County Schools where futures fly. Go Bulldogs, our mission's in motion. where futures fly.
Welcome back. Well, Nate, as we've talked through this game, we've talked a lot about Doddridge's strengths. What's it going to take for these Bulldogs to get a win tonight?
Well, the first one that I touched head on here early was win the rebounding battle. The first key to tonight is rebounding, especially on the offensive glass. Doddridge has been excellent all year attacking the boards. Stick to it. With their size inside, players who crash hard from the wings, they create a lot of second chance scoring opportunities. If Jaden and the Bulldogs control the paint and dominate the boards, that will give Doddridge extra possessions and take pressure off of their half-court offense. The second one here is use their depth, keep the pace high. I like when their second comes in and, they have a high intensity, a little bit of a different defensive look. Use their depth, wear these guys out. I feel like Doddridge does really well in the second half of the game by pulling away from a lot of teams. We've had some closer games, but then really if you look at the final score, it doesn't look that close because we've pulled away so much in the third and fourth quarter.
Sure.
My third one here is going to be play with senior leadership and poise. Really, the third key tonight is use the senior leadership and the composure. They've been here before, right? We've made two state appearances now. This is not a big deal for us to play in a regional game here, working to go to the states. Possessions games can get tight, but there are going to be runs. They're going to be in momentum swings, and just stay the course, play our game, and we'll be just fine.
I think that's exactly right, but the stakes are higher tonight, and that's what basketball in March is all about.
Exactly. So, really, I think if we come out and we play our offense, I think we'll be fine. So, you want to take a break here before we do our starting lineup?
That sounds like a perfect plan, Mr. Director.
Under the West Virginia sky, where the hills roll high, there's a school that stands with heart, where the Bulldogs never die. Books in hand and heads held up, we're ready to explore. Doddridge County's where we grow, our stories start to soar. Pride runs deep in every vein, a fire that won't fade. We're learning, leading one and all, our dreams are not afraid. Bulldogs, our mission's in motion, proud and strong with Bulldog devotion. Learning, leading, chasing dreams, Doddridge pride in everything. United we shine, together we rise. Doddridge County Schools where futures fly. From the classroom to the field, we stand side by side. Teachers guide us, friends support. We're ready to take stride. Bulldog green and gold so bright, a symbol we uphold. Every challenge we embrace, our courage won't be sold. Pride runs deep in every vein, a fire that won't fade. We're learning, leading one and all, our dreams are not afraid. Oh, go Bulldogs, our mission's in motion, proud and strong with Bulldog devotion. Learning, leading, chasing dreams, Doddridge pride in everything. United we shine, together we rise. Doddridge County Schools where futures fly. Oh, the road ahead may wind, but we won't lose our way. With faith in each other, we'll light up.
Welcome back. We're just about 20 seconds away from them blowing the horn and getting ready for this basketball game. Nate, your thoughts?
This is what high school basketball in the March is all about. Great crowd, talented team, and the start of postseason run here. The Bulldogs have already had a memorable season with the Little Kanawha Conference Championship. This team has bigger goals right now. They are 2 wins away from a state tournament berth. Tonight is the first step towards making that dream a reality. The experience is there, the depth is there, the size and rebound ability is there. Just need to execute and play our game, and we'll be right there where we need to be.
Well, they've got 8 minutes on the clock. We're step aside shortly here as we'll honor our national anthem. So we'll keep it here and allow for the playing of our national anthem. Recognize that you may not be in a position where you may rise, but we would ask you be respectful of our nation's anthem as we prepare to play that here in Pregame Keller Gymnasium.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pregame Keller Gymnasium. Before we get started, we're already standing. Please remove your hats if you have for our national anthem.
I'll put my lucky hat on. I got my big game hat on tonight. So,
I like it.
So what we wear out for the big games, probably ought to wash it sometime, but I'd wash all the good luck off of it.
Right, I agree. I agree.
Can't take that kind of a risk, can I?
No.
Wore this hat to the LKC championship game. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to go ahead and play our hype video because I don't think they'll be playing it. So you guys we'll just go through from there, okay?
Let's just get hyped up. Go ahead.
This is the moment of a lifetime. The clock's ticking like my lifeline. Until I flatline, I push it to the red line. Who gon' stop me high? Who gon' stop me high? Breathtaking, a move that I make. I give it everything I got. Cause that what it takes. I push the limit till it break. The heart of the brave. The soul of a legend with the will to be great. Hold up. The soul of a legend with the will to be great. Hold up. Who gon' stop me in my moment? Who gon' stop me when I'm going? You can't break me, I don't back down. I'm like a king, give me my crown. Who gon' stop me high? Yeah. Who gon' stop me high? Who gon' stop me high? Yeah. Like a king, give me my crown.
Welcome back. We're excited here as we look at the Bulldogs starting lineup tonight. Looks like still getting the start tonight is going to be Josh DeHaven, Malachi Kelly, JT Jared Trent, Jared Solomon, and number 42 Alex Johnson getting the start. So that's the Doddridge County Bulldogs starters tonight as they're announcing them. The WEIR starters are Sincere Stevenson, Angelo Nebraska, Teddy Galiptis, Ryan Lyons, and Kason Lash will be starting for the WEIR High Red Raiders.
Number 20, 6'1", senior guard, Josh DeHaven.
So Doddridge County's starters are now being announced. As we mentioned, your thoughts on the starting lineup. Starting Malachi tonight as well as Alex Johnson. I don't think either of them, I don't know if gotten starts this season.
No, I don't think they have, and I kind of like it, honestly. Malachi gives them a different look. You know, they're going to be very long down low, and that's going to go to the keys of the game, and, you know, I think it's a good start. Like I said, these guys, They've been playing together. They're all good coming off the bench, regardless if you're starting or you're not. They'll be just fine. Honestly, you could pick a different new 5, I think, every game, and I think it'd work out just fine with these guys. They are a very versatile group, and they play well together.
Well, as you mentioned, they know their roles even within those changes and stuff like that. Each of them have a role to play, and they know what that is, and they recognize the team is bigger than their individual statistics, and they come out there. Coach Paul Burnside has done a great job leading this team, as well as, of course, Ben and Ryan Thomas, who assisted him this season, and it's just been a pleasure to watch. But tonight will tell the tale as to how far this team can advance.
Yep, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, it's been a while since we've been out here announcing the game. I think it's been, the LKC Championship since we've been together?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
I think so. So Solomon will join at the center circle there. He'll be joined by number 34, Kason Lash, who will represent the Red Raiders of WEIR. Ball's in the air. Jaden tips it over to Jarrett, and Jarrett has the ball as Trent brings it up court. Paul Burnside calls out the offensive set that he wants. Johnson now has the ball. He'll take it down. He'll dump it off to DeHaven. Over to Kelly, back underneath to DeHaven. Back to Johnson. Johnson will drive the lane, and he'll have his shot blocked. And it'll go out of bounds to the Bulldogs.
Coming out in a 2-3 zone, I don't mind that against us, really. They're going to try to pack in there, so the rebound situation, they need to try to get some rebounds. But, if we get good position on this, I think we'll be fine.
Trent's looking to try to get it down into Solomon, but unable to there. He'll give it back to Johnson as they work around the perimeter here. DeHaven with the ball. Over to Kelly.
Skip.
Cross all the way across to Trent.
Nice
little
pass.
feed down underneath, and DeHaven couldn't control it. He's going to tie it up, and it will be a jump ball. That'll go WEIR's way. So the possession arrow favors the Red Raiders, and that'll turn the ball over. Potato is just a little bit too hot. Galiptis now brings the ball across the court. He'll hand it off to Stevenson. A little more perimeter work there, trying to find a lane. He'll drive it down in. He'll pass it in the back door, and Ted Galiptis puts that one in. Here's Trent now. He controls the ball for the Bulldogs. Pass it to DeHaven. Trying to get it back to Kelly. It'll be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. 6:41 left. Doddridge County trails 2-0 to the Red Raiders. Getting it underneath now to Solomon. Solomon, as you mentioned, at 2-3, they're crashing down and triple teaming him. Doesn't stop Solomon, though.
Doesn't matter. I mean, his size, they have no one that's going to match up if we can get the ball down to him down low there.
Loose ball there, but WEIR was able to get a handle on it as Sincere Stevenson controls it. Now controlling it's Ryan Lyons.
Josh playing some good defense right there. Nice.
Little feet down in the lane. You got to give credit to Teddy Galiptis as he finds the lane wide open. DeHaven will drive. Loose ball, controlled by DeHaven. Johnson will take it down. Underneath to Solomon. Solomon will spin around. No shot. They're going to call a foul on the floor. They're going to call number 30, Ryan Lyons, with the foul. And that was before the shot, so Doddridge will inbound. DeHaven's looking for some place to go. He'll find Trent. Trent to DeHaven. Again, trying to get it underneath there. They've crashed down. They got 4 on Solomon there.
That's crazy. There's got to be someone open or cutting to the basket.
I'm telling you. Thomas misses the shot.
If they're going to do that, we need to cut to the basket and make them pay, and then they're going to back off a little bit. I understand why they're doing it, but we need to play a different game there and not try to force it up when we got 4 guys on us. Great hands right there.
DeHaven's quick hands got a hand on it. Johnson controls it, and Jared Trent takes the shot. He misses. DeHaven gets the board, puts it back, and the foul is called.
Josh with a beast up there on the boards.
That one's going to be called on number 10, Angelo Nebraska. Here's DeHaven. Toss it in. He was looking for Solomon. Just kind of lobbed it out there. Turnover to Weir. Here's a three-point shot for Weir. It'll bounce out, rim out, controlled by DeHaven. Ted Galiptis with the shot. DeHaven with the rebound. Here's Trent at the top of the key. He'll find Johnson. Johnson will drive down into the lane, and he'll take the shot. Good move there by Alex Johnson. Here comes Weir, looking to answer, tries to cut it into the lane, a little too deep in the lane. He feeds it back, though, to Galiptis, and Galiptis gets it to Stevenson at the top of the key. As Jared Trent's on the defense there. Now controlling, that's Ryan Lyons for the Weir High Red Raiders. They'll get the little handoff to Stevenson, and hands in there, and they're going to call a foul. We'll call that one on Alex Johnson. It's the first foul for the Doddridge Bulldogs. 4:27 left. This game's tied at 4 as we're in the opening quarter of this playoff basketball game. High floater knocked out, and it'll go back to the Red Raiders. They'll just try to inbound it from midcourt this time.
Job by Heston there. Making it difficult to inbound that ball. That's what you want.
Now controlling, that's Kaysen Lash. Lash will drive down in, looking for some place to go with it. He'll spin back and try to fade away. It's no good. Rebound by Walters Hickman. Here comes Jared Trent with the ball. Still control. He'll get it over to Heston Hayes. Circled around. Walters Hickman. Back to Trent. And they're going to call traveling. That's a tough call. So Weir takes advantage of the traveling call, and they get the turnover. Sincere Stevenson will cross midcourt. He'll dish it over to Kaysen Lash. We'll hand off again. That's Stevenson. He'll come around to get the handoff. Now looking for some place to go. He finds Galiptis in the corner, and Landon Thomas tips it away. Here's
right
a three-point shot. It went right to him. He missed it, though. That was Ryan Lyons with the shot. Heston will drive off the glass a little too high. Jared Trent gets the rebound. Working it back around that perimeter, gets it over to the far side. Brings it back around. It's Landon Thomas. It's to Trent, getting it back underneath. Again, they're crashing down on Solomon. And Heston Hayes gets the easy bucket as a result.
Heston coming off a 29-point game the last game he played.
Heston had a big game against Ritchie County.
Yep.
That's the only thing we want to remember about that game, though,
yeah,
right?
we will talk less about that. I should have never even said anything.
Substitutions now coming in is Bryson Dixon and Will Adams. They'll check in for Jared Trent and Jaden Solomon. Set to inbound, that's Galiptis for Weir. Sincere Stevenson now crosses midcourt. Dixon on the defense there. Trying to run a little action across there. He gets to the lane, but his shot's no good. Landon Thomas with the rebound. Thomas will take the board down. He'll
nice pass.
Dish off to Heston Hayes. Nice feed.
I was wondering if he was going to give it up there, but he knew what he was doing. He had me pulled out there.
He waited till you committed too, Nate.
Right, right.
It's good basketball, though. He drove down, got the commitment, and once that defender committed, he dished it. Bulldogs lead by 4. They've doubled up Weir, 8-4. Pass across the court there. That's Kaysen Lash. He controls for Weir. Bryant Lyons now with the ball. Moving it around, and Will Adams sticks a hand in there, and here comes Heston. Heston will get the hoop in the arm.
And one, let's go.
Fouled Heston Hayes on that. Good job by Will Adams, tipping it away. Heston Hayes gets it.
It's that spark we need when he came off the bench there. He's kind of found the offense, got it going right now.
It's that headband.
It is. It's the Bash Brothers. I tell them every day they're the Bash Brothers out there.
Love that headband. It's a good style choice. So 2:12 left before the intermission break. Well, not the halftime intermission, just before the period break. We're still in the first period. First quarter, if you will. As Heston Hayes stands at the free throw line looking to add the extra point to convert the three-point play, and he will do that. And the Bulldogs will take a timeout, so we'll step aside with them. We'll be back with more Doddridge County boys basketball on WVRC Doddridge.
Key Oil Company has been a proud member of the North Central West Virginia community since 1978. Key Oil Company has been drilling and producing gas and oil in West Virginia for nearly 50 years. Home office located in Weston, West Virginia. Key Oil Company is a proud supporter of all Doddridge County student athletes. Let's go Bulldogs. Looking for automotive service you can trust? Turn to Rokiski Service Center in Clarksburg, West Virginia. Family owned and operated since 1924. We've proudly served generations of local drivers with dependable, honest automotive care. From routine maintenance like oil changes, brakes, and tires, to lift kits, custom wheels, and off-road accessories, we help keep your vehicle ready for anything. Visit Rokiski Service Center at 798 West Pike Street or call 304-623-2836 today. That's Rokiski Service Center, 304-623.
Inbound by WEIR, almost broke it up, but foul will be called. Looks like the foul will be called on Bryson Dixon, as Dixon will pick up his first. Now set to inbound, Ted Galiptis. Galiptis looks for somewhere to go. He'll find an open man. That's Jonathan Horstman. As Horstman brings the ball up court for the WEIR High Red Raiders. Trapped against the end line. Good job, and he steps on the line.
Just in your face, full court defense. Just put pressure on him. That's all, that's all we're looking for right there.
Good job there by Walters, Hickman, and Dixon as they just trapped him right against that end line. He had nowhere to go. Inside 2 minutes, Bulldogs up 11-4. In the corner, that's Dixon. He'll try the three. Can't get it to go, but it's off of WEIR, so it's going to stay with the Bulldogs.
I don't think they knew who it went off of, but they made a call. Uh-oh. Spoke too soon.
Yeah, I think the problem is one official pointed one way and the other one pointed a different way, but now it looks like they're identifying a slick spot. So they get out there with a towel. Double checking the slick spots.
Yep.
And Dixon set to inbound for the Bulldogs. Dixon finds Landon Thomas. Thomas will drive up in there. Back to Walters Hickman to set the offense. Will Adams had a little trouble controlling it, but he gets a hold of it. Here's Heston. He'll drive the lane and called a block shot off the Bulldogs.
I'll say one thing. They're playing a good defense. They're hustling every play. We've outmanned them a few plays on some turnovers right there, but and the refs they're letting them play. They're able to be a little physical on both ends, which is fine as long as they're calling it both ways. But essentially, WEIR's not playing a bad defensive right now with this being only 11-4.
That time Heston Hayes and Landon Thomas pinned him against the end line. He tried to throw it off of a Bulldog player, but it didn't work successfully. It bounces out of bounds, and the Bulldogs get the ball. Here's Heston Hayes. He'll find Walters Hickman for the three. Money! Tommy Money. Here comes WEIR looking to answer quick. That one will rim out. Walters Hickman again gets the rebound. He's going to find Heston Hayes with the quick outlet. They got numbers. And Will Adams will get the point. And WEIR wants to chat about it for a second. They'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're tuned into Doddridge County Boys Basketball on WVRC Doddridge.
Bulldog Station in Doddridge County Sports is a winning combination. For all your pizzas, subs, and salads, call Bulldog Station at 304-666-1364. Open Monday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Tuesday and Wednesday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Thursday and Friday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturdays 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Bulldog Station located at 323 West Main Street, West Union, West Virginia. Let's go Bulldogs! Ellenboro Floors, located at 23 West Washington Avenue in Ellenboro, West Virginia, is a family-owned and operated business. We have a full showroom with displays of flooring ranging from luxury vinyl plank, tile, hardwood, carpet, sheet vinyl, carpet tiles, and more. We offer commercial and residential installation. Let's turn your home or business into something special. Call 304-869-3969. Financing is available. We are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's Ellenboro Floors, located at 23 West Washington Avenue in Ellenboro, West Virginia. Call 304-869-3969 or visit us on Facebook.
Welcome back. As Doddridge County leads 16-4, WEIR's trying to find an answer, and they just haven't been able to find one yet. Here's a three-pointer tried by Lyons. It's no good. Doddridge County gets the rebound. Here comes Bryson Dixon as he wants to press. He'll drive to the lane and he'll get fouled.
Great take. He saw the lane and he took it to the hole. Good job.
Doddridge County has come out in this second part, especially of this first quarter, and they've just been laying it on. They've been playing aggressive.
They found a way to start scoring there, and it hadn't stopped.
Dixon gets the bounce in.
I think being aggressive, taking it to the hole has been great strategy, really.
There's the second one. That's off the front iron. Loose ball controlled by the Bulldogs. He gets it back to Dixon. Here's Mitchell. Blake will put it in for three. Blake Mitchell finds the bottom of the bucket. Here comes WEIR. This Doddridge County team is dangerous underneath, but when they can hit threes, they're super dangerous. Here's Dixon with the reception. He'll put up the shot. Foul will be called.
Great take by Bryson there with the time running down. Go strong to the hole and see if we can create something there, and that's exactly what he did.
I think that's on Horstman, yeah. And that'll send Dixon to the line with 8 seconds left in this first quarter. Bryson sinks the first one. That one will rim out. Doddridge County now trying to get it back in. 2 seconds left. Horstman brings it in a hurry, but he doesn't get a shot off. So that's the end of the first quarter. The score, the Doddridge County Bulldogs 21, the Red Raiders of WEIR 4. We'll be back with more Doddridge County boys basketball on WVRC Doddridge.
When the temperatures drop, Doddridge County heats up. Across our gyms, mats, pools, and stages, Bulldogs rise, driven by heart, discipline, and a community that shows up in every season. Different talents, different arenas, one mission, one unstoppable Bulldog family. This winter, we don't just participate, we show the state what Doddridge County is made of. So gear up, show up, and feel the energy. Let's go Bulldogs!
All right, we are back. Doddridge County leads 21-4. Put another 8 minutes on the clock. Jared Trent now with the ball. He'll get it over to Blake Mitchell. Mitchell back to Trent. Over to Maddox. Jones is in now. Back to Jaden Solomon. Here's Maddox Jones. He'll try the three, and he'll sink it too. It's like a three parade out here tonight. 24-4, the Bulldogs up by 20 points. Kick ball, that'll go off of Trent's foot and out of bounds. WEIR will retain possession. Angelo DeBrasco inbounds. He'll get it up to Kason Lash. Lash will get it over to Sincere Stevenson. Trying to move it back around, and Lash will be fouled. So foul will be called.
Sorry, I was working on the camera there for the game clock.
Jaden Solomon will get called with the foul. As WEIR has been cold for a while from the field.
I can't tell you the last time they scored. It has been a while. There we go.
Well, me and my big mouth as Ryan Lyons sinks one mid-range jumper. Back to Trent. Trent over to Blake. Blake says, I like the look over here. As Blake sinks his second. Look at the smile on his face, too. That boy's having a good time right now.
2 for 2. Let's go.
Crossing the midcourt stripe. Here comes WEIR. Here's the three-pointer for WEIR. It's no good. Solomon with the rebound. Sincere Stevenson took that shot. Back to Jared Trent. Over to Maddox. Jones underneath to Solomon. Solomon's shot bounces out, and WEIR gets the board. They're looking to press it in a hurry. Here's the three-point shot tried by Ryan Lyons. It's no good. Rebound by Jared Trent. Trent brings it up in a hurry to Maddox Jones, and Jones will lay it in with a little scoop. Nice little gentle scoop.
These transition buckets have really been the difference that kind of sparked our offense, really.
Blake Mitchell now with the rebound. He'll find Jared Trent. Doddridge County is just running. And traveling will be called on Maddox Jones. I called it before the official did, so I can't argue it at all.
Yep. It's all right.
So WEIR will get the ball on the turnover there. Angelo DeBrasco inbounds. He gets it to Sincere Stevenson. And Stevenson crosses the midcourt stripe. Back to Stevenson. Here's the three-pointer in the corner. It's all air. Out of bounds, and it'll stay with WEIR high. Kason Lash's shot didn't catch any part of the rim. So Ryan Lyons will inbound for the WEIR high Red Raiders. Blake will head to the bench. Josh DeHaven will check in his stead. And Ryan Lyons set to inbound. Shots up, back, put back. Doddridge County gets it as DeHaven comes out with it. He'll feed it to Trent. Trent wants to push. He'll back out of that, though. He'll find Malachi Kelly. Kelly with the mid-range jumper. It's no good. WEIR now looks to press. Stevenson drives the lane. He'll put up a scoop. It's no good. DeHaven looks to push it back down the other way. A lot going on here.
Yeah, there really is. There's just a lot of running, really.
It's not track season yet either, is it?
No.
Here's Jared Trent for three, and he'll put it in too. 32-6. The Bulldogs on top.
We have found out how to score real quick there. I think I spoke a little too soon on the defensive side of things. I think we've just found a way to score, and the transition buckets have really helped out.
Doddridge County has hustled all the way around. Jump ball goes up, bounced off of the official there as Malachi is able to tie that one up. That'll be a held ball. And the possession arrow favors who? The Red Raiders, it looks like. Yep. So WEIR will inbound as Angelo DeBrasco has the ball for the Red Raiders. DeBrasco will throw it back and a little bit high over to Stevenson. They'll move the ball quick. Doddridge defense closes down, though.
Doddridge defense right here, keeping these to 6 points, single digits. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter is huge.
Here's a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound and a foul on the putback as Malachi Kelly will be called.
Make him earn it. I don't mind it.
That'll send him to the line. Shooting free throws, Angelo DeBrasco for the WEIR High Red Raiders. 4 minutes and 28 seconds left. He'll sink the front end of it. And we'll see if Nebraska can sink the back end. He does. 32-8, the Bulldogs lead. 4 minutes and 22 seconds till halftime. There's a little pass back. That's Maddox Jones. He'll go up and be fouled while he's shooting, and that'll send Jones to the line.
What's number 14, Maddox Jones at the line.
So Maddox Jones will stand at the free throw line, and he'll get a chance to shoot a pair. Makes the front end of it. Nice looking shot there by Maddox Jones. You know, when we watched this earlier, you mentioned they were doing that 2-3 zone, and they were putting up to 4 people down on Solomon, were crashing down, and Doddridge County has answered with some three-pointers, and you just can't stop them if they're going to make those threes.
Yeah, if we're hitting our shots on the outside, you know, there's really nothing you can do. Especially, I think, really what kind of like ignited the offense was the transition buckets. I mean, Heston had 6 quick points right there on top of some other guys getting some steals and, you know, getting out quickly and getting the rebound out.
That shot's no good. Walters Hickman with the rebound. He'll get it out to Trent. Trent looks to press it, and then he's going to back out a little bit. Hickman will take that 3. Bounces off the rim. Controlled by WEIR as he's able to get it back. Looked like he might lose it there for a second, but WEIR's able to keep control of it. Walters Hickman with the interception. Outlet pass. It's to Heston Hayes, and Hayes can't control it and get it up. It looked like a double dribble right there, but they didn't call it.
They said they hit it, according to the ref.
And the shot goes up, and a whistle will stop play. Looks like they're going to call 22. Yeah, they're going to call 22 with a foul. So Tommy Walters Hickman will pick up the foul. Hickman, a sophomore on this team. He's contributed a lot throughout this season. Yeah,
he has really, but honestly, he's been in the JV a lot here, and I think he's kind of got himself here in the lineup here as the later season went along here. But he's really been a good spark off the bench. Super fast, athletic kid. He's a superstar on the track. I don't know if you know that. He broke some records last year as a freshman on some, I guess, that 100-meter and 200-meter dashes. So a lot of these guys are great athletes on this team.
Yeah, most of them play multiple sports, and as you mentioned, just very athletic.
Right.
Josh DeHaven controls. He'll find Walters Hickman, who has the open 3. That one won't go, but DeHaven crashes the board, puts it back, and it's out of bounds to the Bulldogs.
They're just making it so difficult for them to even grab a rebound, how well we're just boxing out, being physical down low. I mean, they tipped it out themselves there.
Well, DeHaven passed that from the perimeter and then crashed straight to the board.
Right. That's the type of game they play.
There's Trent at the top of the key. He'll feed it underneath to Heston Hayes. Heston will toss that one up. Just the way you draw that shot up, right?
I mean, we'll take it. That's how I look at it.
That one there will go out of bounds, and he'll stay with WEIR as Trent got a hand on it just before it went out of bounds. WEIR will take a full timeout, so we'll step aside with them. You're tuned into Doddridge County Boys Basketball on WVRC Doddridge.
Under the West Virginia sky, where the hills roll high, there's a school that stands with heart, where the Bulldogs never die. Books in hand and heads held up, we're ready to explore. Doddridge County's where we grow, our stories start to soar. Pride runs deep in every vein, a fire that won't fade. We're learning, leading one, and all our dreams are not afraid. Bulldogs, our mission's in motion, proud and strong with Bulldog devotion. Learning, leading, chasing dreams, Doddridge pride in everything. United we...
Welcome back, where the Doddridge County Bulldogs lead the Red Riders of WEIR 36-9. Want to apologize for calling them the Raiders. Called them the Raiders a little bit earlier. It's the Red Riders, and I appreciate the correction. I certainly want to get this as right as I can. Red Riders will drive down in. He'll take the shot, and he'll make it. That's number 34, Kason Lash, with the shot.
Be nice to finish strong here these last 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Here's Landon Thomas underneath. He'll find Jared Trent. Nice little
pass.
backdoor hook. Shot, hook pass there. Just finding a way to get the ball to the open man.
Landon does a lot of things well. I mean, a lot. Passes, rebounds, defensive, and he can also score as well. Just an all-around great player.
Josh DeHaven with the rebound. And Doddridge County will work the perimeter. We're inside 2 minutes. The Bulldogs with a big lead over the Red Riders of WEIR.
It's taking a minute to get it.
We'll get it.
Get readjusted,
That's
right?
it. That's it. Foul will be called underneath as the ball gets underneath the Landon Thomas. The Red Riders have only 2 fouls, so Doddridge will inbound this foul call. (38-11), Doddridge County leads. Little feed there to Landon Thomas, and that WEIR defense does collapse on that. And Thomas didn't get up a very good-looking shot. He'll throw it out to the open man, but Thomas does get back on defense. Foul will be called. Let's see who they're going to call that one on. They got on 24, that's Alex Johnson called with the foul. I'm sorry, 24, that's Isaac Johnson called with the foul. Jonathan Horstman, he'll get it down. They get it down in the corner, back to Horstman. Horstman will take the shot, and he'll get it in. 38-13, 1:16 left as Doddridge County looks to get a win here and hopes to advance. That's tipped up and in. Good job there by Johnson.
I don't know how they got that up there, but it worked. Whatever works.
Isaac got a hand on it and gets it in there. Here's a three-point shot. It's no good. DeHaven with the rebound. As Josh DeHaven brings it up court. He'll get it over to Bryson Dixon. Dixon to Johnson, back to Heston Hayes. Thought about the three, but thought better of it. Back to Hayes. As Hayes works his way around, a little high pass to Dixon. Dixon gets up and gets it underneath the Landon Thomas. LT trying to spin around there. He gets it back to Heston Hayes. Heston takes this three. It'll rim out and off of the back and go to WEIR. 27 seconds left, 27.2, as the Bulldogs lead the Red Riders 40-13. That's Amir Williams, first time we've called his name as he brings the ball up. He'll take the shot, he'll make it. Johnson back to Dixon. Dixon over to Hayes, 11 seconds left, 10 seconds left. 8, 7, time to drive it to the lane. Get a shot up. Nice follow up there by Landon Thomas. Couldn't get that one in though, and the time will expire. We're at halftime where the Doddridge County Bulldogs lead the Red Riders 40-15. We'll be back with more Doddridge County boys basketball on WVRC Doddridge.
Under the West Virginia sky, where the hills roll high, there's a school that stands with heart, where the Bulldogs never die. Books in hand and heads held up, we're ready to explore. Doddridge County's where we grow, our stories start to soar. Pride runs deep in every vein, a fire that won't fade. We're learning, leading one, and all our dreams are not afraid. Bulldogs, our mission's in motion, proud and From the classroom to the field, we stand side by side. Teachers guide us, friends support. We're ready to take stride. Bulldog green and gold so bright, a symbol we uphold. Every challenge we embrace, our courage won't be sold. Pride runs deep in every vein, a fire that won't fade. We're learning, leading one and all, our dreams are not afraid. Oh, go Bulldogs, our mission's in motion. Proud and strong with Bulldog devotion. Learning, leading, chasing dreams. Doddridge pride in everything. United we shine, together we rise. Doddridge County Schools where futures fly. Oh, the road ahead may wind, but we won't lose our way. With faith in each other, we'll light up the day. Bulldog spirit, it's our song. We'll sing it loud and clear. For Doddridge County, we'll stand tall through every passing year. Go Bulldogs, our mission's in motion. Proud and strong with Bulldog devotion. Learning, leading, chasing dreams. Doddridge pride in everything. United we shine, together we rise. Doddridge County Schools where futures fly. Go Bulldogs, our mission's in motion. Where futures fly.
In Doddridge County Schools, every day is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become something greater. From innovative classrooms to unforgettable student experiences, our mission in motion is shaping tomorrow's leaders right here at home. We're proud to be a public school district where community, opportunity, and excellence come together. Doddridge County Schools, we are public school proud and united to make a difference.
When the temperatures drop, Doddridge County heats up. Across our gyms, mats, pools, and stages, Bulldogs rise, driven by heart, discipline, and a community that shows up in every season. Different talents, different arenas, one mission, one unstoppable Bulldog family. This winter, we don't just participate, we show the state what Doddridge County is made of. So gear up, show up, and feel the energy. Let's go Bulldogs!
Welcome back, where the Doddridge County Bulldogs have gone on a 36-11 run. Game was tied at 4, and the next thing you know, the Bulldogs got 40, and the Red Riders have 15.
Right, and I think really it kind of sparked the offense. Like I said, we got a few turnovers there, got some transition buckets, and then really what you kept bringing up was, they were 4 guys on Jaden. So someone's got to be open, essentially, and then you start knocking down some threes, and then it opens up that middle.
Yeah.
So, it all kind of correlates with each other right there. But like I said, I think even Doddridge, when they're not having the best shooting night, they can do really well making them force turnovers and getting down court quickly. Like I said, we have good athletes on this team that are going to get the ball out quickly and find the right guy on the transition bucket. Heston has happened to be the guy at the top there, and they found him easily and had some easy layups, really. So.
Well, and you have that diversification of skill set and that ability to hit the three, and also that where are you going to stop? At some point, if you're weird, you're like, what can we stop? And right now, they're like I said, they crashed down in. There for a little while, they had stopped, those points in the paint.
Yeah.
But then they started knocking down threes.
It was an 11-4 game there at one point, and then I made a comment about their defense, and I probably should have did it a little bit sooner, and then we just took off.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things. This Doddridge County team has looked good. They still got a second half. They'll have to put this one away, and then they can punch their ticket to play again. What is it, next Thursday, I believe?
Yeah, they play next Thursday. I think it's the winner of Williamstown and Ravenswood is who they would end up playing.
Yeah.
I don't think we've played Ravenswood, but we have played Williamstown twice this year. They're a good young squad as well, but, we won't get ahead of ourselves. We'll worry about this game tonight. But the big thing, like I said, just keep the intensity up. That's where we're going to find our baskets, and really that's where our offense gets fired fired up right there by taking those transition buckets and playing good defense. Like I said, I think good defense turns into good offense.
See, Coach, I know you're used to being a coach, and you say we're going to take care of tonight. This is media stuff. We get to start speculating all the way up through the state championship. That's the way it works in the media.
I'm a one inning at a time type of guy, or we could say basketball, 1 quarter at a time. So anything can happen. These are high school kids, so that I look at it that way. They're young kids I don't want to feed anything into their heads any more than they need to. They know what they can get done, and they know what they can accomplish as a team and what they're capable of doing. So
I don't think there's any question about it. Well, we've got about 3.5 minutes before the start of the second half. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the start of the second half. You're tuned into Doddridge County Boys Basketball on WVRC Doddridge.
Key Oil Company has been a proud member of the North Central West Virginia community since 1978. Key Oil Company has been drilling and producing gas and oil in West Virginia for nearly 50 years. Home office located in Weston, West Virginia. Key Oil Company is a proud supporter of all Doddridge County student athletes. Let's go Bulldogs! Looking for automotive service you can trust? Turn to Rokiski Service Center in Clarksburg, West Virginia. Family owned and operated since 1924. We've proudly served generations of local drivers with dependable, honest automotive care. From routine maintenance like oil changes, brakes, and tires, to lift kits, custom wheels, and off-road accessories, we help keep your vehicle ready for anything. Visit Rokiski Service Center at 798 West Pike Street or call 304-623-2836 today. That's Rokiski Service Center, 304-623-2836. Bulldog Station in Doddridge County Sports is a winning combination. For all your pizzas, subs, and salads, call Bulldog Station at 304-666-1364. Open Monday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Tuesday and Wednesday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Thursday and Friday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturdays 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Bulldog Station located at 323 West Main Street, West Union, West Virginia. Let's go Bulldogs! Ellenboro Floors, located at 23 West Washington Avenue in Ellenboro, West Virginia, is a family-owned and operated business. We have a full showroom with displays of flooring ranging from luxury vinyl plank, tile, hardwood, carpet, sheet vinyl, carpet tiles, and more. We offer commercial and residential installation. Let's turn your home or business into something special. Call 304-869-3969. Financing is available. We are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's Ellenboro Floors, located at 23 West Washington Avenue in Ellenboro, West Virginia. Call 304-869-3969 or visit us on Facebook.
Welcome back. About a minute away from the start of the second half. Your thoughts, Coach Nate Wright?
Nothing really needs to change. I mean, I think what our lineups have been has been obviously effective of being up 40-15 and keep the defensive intensity, because that's, like I said, that's the best part about this team in creating our offense. Just be smart, take care of the basketball, and just, score the points and take the smart shots, essentially, for this team.
Yeah, if you're able to get those open shots, and that's what they were giving them, that was the threes before, and if Doddridge is able to sink those, they're practically indestructible.
Right. So, like I said, let's go out here, control the tempo. I mean, I don't mind coming out with a high-intensity defense right off the bat, even being up 40-15. I mean, play the game. That's the reason we're here. We're not here trying to take it easy on anybody or anything like that. Let's play the game.
So if you're the WEIR Red Riders and your coach Jason Angle, what are you telling your team?
I mean, really one thing I saw about the Red, they forced a lot of kind of awkward shots going to the hoop. Really, I mean, kind of setting up and trying to take some better shots as an offense, really, because I didn't really see them take a lot of good shots.
Possession arrow favors the Bulldogs, so they will inbound as DeHaven will pass it in to Jared Trent. And that'll start this third quarter. Pass back to DeHaven, over to Landon Thomas. Thomas will hit it back to Jared Trent. Over to Heston Hayes. Hayes looks to survey the offense. Now Jared Trent has the ball, just working around that perimeter. Again, the Red Riders using that 2-3 zone effectively. Here's Jared Trent. Over to DeHaven as he'll drive in. Back again to Trent. Now they get it underneath to Solomon. Solomon, and then pass it around, and they find the open man. It's Landon Thomas, and he'll be fouled on his way to the bucket.
Great take by Landon right there.
So Landon Thomas will go to the free throw line, and he'll shoot a pair. Chance to earn him the easy way. First one will swish right in there. And that'll extend the Bulldog lead. And here's the second one. It one rolls around, but it still finds the bottom of the net. Here comes WEIR as they'll look to press it. Stevenson will dump it off there to Kason Lash, and Lash will be fouled. They're going to call Jaden Solomon with the foul. I think that's Solomon's second, I think. That's me going from memory and nothing else. Stevenson will drive down into the lane. He'll dump it back to Lash. Lash will look underneath for Lyons. Back to Stevenson. Jaden Solomon will block that one. And Doddridge is moving the ball in a hurry as Heston Hayes will go up, initiate the contact, and get the foul called. Now give Heston a chance to shoot him from the free throw line.
Exactly what I'm talking about right there. Quick out feed off the rebound right there and transition bucket. Basically, WEIR's not getting back on defense, so they're allowing us to have a lane to take it to the hole.
Kason Lash is guilty of the foul.
Guilty of it. There's a lawyer for you.
It was proven beyond a reasonable doubt.
If I didn't ever hear one.
Good times.
Listen, I gotta give you the phrases when I use the baseball phrases out there.
That's right. It's only fair. It's only fair.
Tipped out, found it right there. Landon gonna go strong here. Go strong. Attaboy.
That's it. Good job of ball movement there by the Bulldogs. Heston trying to kick it there. Just missed. Luckily he whiffed on it, but
Jared is quick. He is quick to punch the ball out like that.
Got those quick hands. He just gets them in there.
Right.
Good ball movement by WEIR, but it results in nothing. And here comes Heston Hayes. He'll get fouled again. Heston has a way of just getting that contact.
He finds the contact real quick.
Kason Lash pick up another foul.
Another situation right there where they found Heston, got the ball out quick, and forced the foul. I mean, you can't ask for anything better right there.
Heston will get another chance at the line. Makes the front end of it. Substitutions now for the Red Riders. Coming into the game is Nico Mastrantoni. Say that name real fast 3 times.
Yeah, you tried to get me earlier on that.
Heston Hayes will bounce that one out, but Landon Thomas will get the put back and the rebound. Good job there.
Second time we've done that.
Mastrantoni will put up the shot. It's no good.
He's first time in the game, first to pull the trigger right there.
No hesitation at all. They're going to get underneath to Solomon, and he gets it. Looked like Mastrantonio was going to get the block, but he just couldn't get it as Solomon powered through and still got the points. 50-15. Bulldogs lead big by 35. Trying to feed it underneath, and Jared Trent.
Yep.
Jared Trent is there. Pushes it quick. Here's DeHaven. Nice. He says, I'm going to get me a score too. And WEIR says, let's take some time to talk about it. So they'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll step aside with them. You're tuned into Doddridge County Boys Basketball on WVRC Doddridge.
Looking for automotive service you can trust? Turn to Rokiski Service Center in Clarksburg, West Virginia. Family owned and operated since 1924. We've proudly served generations of local drivers with dependable, honest automotive care. From routine maintenance like oil changes, brakes, and tires, to lift kits, custom wheels, and off-road accessories, we help keep your vehicle ready for anything. Visit Rokiski Service Center at 798 West Pike Street or call 304-623-2836 today. That's Rokiski Service Center, 304-623-2836.
Nate, WEIR hasn't found a basket in this second half yet. Doddridge County has tacked on to their lead as they lead 52-15.
Just came back out doing exactly what we talked about, you know, getting the rebound out quickly, quick transition buckets, honestly. And then we've had 2 times where on our second foul shot we missed and we were still able to tip it out and get a quick basket off of it.
Here comes.
Goes to show you off the rebounds, really.
Absolutely. That one goes off of Landon's knee. So out of bounds, and the Red Riders will inbound again. We'll work to get these clocks, cameras, and all of our technology adjusted here. As Sincere Stevenson has the ball. Stevenson, he'll find Ryan Lyons. Lyons will take the shot and make that mid-range jumper. WEIR's first points of the second half. Here's Landon Thomas for 3. Finds the front iron. He follows it just as you mentioned he should and puts it in off of the glass.
He said, I'll take that and I'll take it right back up.
So I don't mind getting the missed shot. I got a rebound and the 2 points.
Right.
So.
Just patting the stats. That's it.
Here's Nebraska as he'll pass it. And Landon intercepts it.
Good
nice
pass.
Ball movement. And Trent misses the shot, but he's fouled. He took one to the face, it looks like. Good ball movement there by Heston Hayes as he found the open man. Looks like Trent will be okay. He'll shake that one off. The front end will bounce out. They may have blurred vision or something there. Took a good shot to the head.
Found it there.
There you see, he got his vision back. 55-17 as the Bulldogs lead by, what, 38?
Good math. I'm going to trust you on it. It's been a long day, so I'm not even going to try.
I got you. No worries. Here's Lyons with the three-pointer, and it'll go in. That'll cut the lead down to 35. Trent will add to it, though. See 5 players getting ready to come into the game the next time the horn sounds. Lyons, he'll drop it off to Stevenson. Stevenson shot's no good. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to WEIR.
I didn't like that. I think it was tipped. I'll live with it, though, for being up 57-20.
Yeah, it's hard to gripe over one possession when you're up 57-20, you know. I got to be honest.
I want them all, okay? I can't help it. I'm greedy.
That's sports, I suppose, right?
Yep.
That's all right. So Stevenson brings the ball across midcourt for the Red Riders. He'll get over to Lyons. Lyons is looking to dribble there. He'll drop it back to Hott. Back to Lyons. Lyons three's no good. Blake Mitchell will get the rebound. Mitchell with the outlet pass to Maddox, and Maddox will drop it right back to Malachi Kelly. Good ball movement there.
Yes, it was. To find a big Malachi right there in the middle.
WEIR's moving the ball around the perimeter. Stevenson tries to drive down into the lane. He'll get it off to Lyons, and Lyons will make a nice little shot there. So Bryson Dixon will control for the Bulldogs. He'll get it over to Mitchell. Mitchell underneath there to Will Adams. Adams will drop it in. 61-22.
It's a different guy every time down the floor, I feel like. Different guys putting it up and scoring here.
I agree. We're not keeping track of stats tonight, but like you said, it's somebody different. It seems like every time they go down the court. Stevenson, good job driving down into the lane and coming back to get the basket.
It's a nice putback up there, right there. Coming underneath the hoop.
Will Adams tries to get down underneath, and a whistle. They're going to call him with traveling. They still call it walking. They used to call it walking. They still call it that, or is it always traveling now?
I mean, you could probably call it both. We would both understand what you called it there, but I bet you the referee would probably call it traveling.
I think most everybody calls it traveling.
Yeah.
But they used to call it walking. Galiptis will put up the 3.
WEIR here is finding the hoop a little bit.
Credit this WEIR team. They won't back down. Blake Mitchell with 3. I feel like Mitchell's got 9 points today, and they're 3 threes.
3 shots, yep.
Makes the most out of each of those shots. Loose ball controlled by Dixon. Dixon finds Maddox Jones, and Jones takes it to the hoop. Ooh, managed to keep his foot planted.
Right, it's close.
Here's a 3-pointer by Galiptis. It's no good. Loose ball controlled by Blake Mitchell. Mitchell will find Adams. Adams will drive down in. Here's Mitchell for another 3. Missed that one.
His first miss of the night.
The Red Riders will control. Lions, he'll find the ball to Horstman. Horstman back to Galiptis to Lions. Lions 3. I'm not sure Kelly didn't get a hand on that.
All right.
Rebound is blocked on the putback, and Doddridge controls. Got it to Maddox, but he was a little too far down under the basket. And he'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line.
Puts the Red Riders here for us to have in the bonus if they were to foul us again.
Landon Hott is called with the foul.
It's their 15.
.40 lead, make it 41.
I could have done that.
Yeah.
No, I could have handled that one.
That's good math right there.
Right. Mathing over there.
Ciphering, that's what I like to call it.
There you go.
Weirs just can't find an answer for this Doddridge County defense and their ability to press. There's a 3-point shot by Horstman. It's no good, and Lyons will put it back up in there. Good job by Lyons to secure the loose ball.
Just unlucky right there.
Dixon drains the 3. Drains the 3 as time expires.
Wow.
That'll put the Bulldogs up 71-29. We'll be back with more Doddridge County boys basketball after this. You're tuned into Doddridge County boys basketball on WVRC. Keep it here while the cheerleaders perform.
Under the West Virginia sky, where the hills roll high, there's a school that stands with heart, where the Bulldogs never die. Books in hand and heads held up, we're ready to explore. Doddridge County's where.
Welcome back inside Craig M. Keller Gymnasium on Dan McConnell Court, where this Doddridge County Bulldogs team has 8 minutes separating them from the next round of this playoff. Then one game, they have one game in 8 minutes separating them from a state tournament bowl berth. Here's a three-pointer by Stevenson. It's no good. Landon Thomas with the rebound. Get it over to Trent. As Trent controls. Calls out the play. Over to Heston Hayes. Hayes will drive the lane and make the little lay-in. Good drive there by Heston Hayes as he was able to find a way to get that basket. Thought about the three, thought better of it. He'll drop it back to Angelo DeBrasco. Galiptus will give it to DeBrasco. DeBrasco will take the glass.
The bank is open.
Really? It's middle of the afternoon.
I know, right?
Must be one of those cafe banks or something. Here's Landon Thomas. He'll put it in. I don't think the banks in Doddridge County are open, though, just so we're clear.
Yeah, exactly. Don't want to get it twisted up there.
Outlet there. It's knocked out. It'll stay with WEIR as the Bulldogs get a hand in there and knock it out of bounds. .6:39 left in this contest. And the Red Riders trail by a bunch. Loose ball controlled by Heston Hayes. Hayes is trapped against that corner, but he'll get it out to DeHaven. He'll move the ball quickly. As Trent has it for the Bulldogs.
I think this would be a good opportunity for the Bulldogs to maybe work on some offense and some different plays and stuff like that.
Trying to get it underneath to Solomon. A foul will be called on number 10, Angelo DeBrasco. And Doddridge County will make some substitutions. Into the game will go Dixon, Mitchell, Jones, Kelly, and Adams. Here's Malachi Kelly. He has it underneath. He'll get it back to Dixon. Dixon will work it around to Mitchell. Mitchell will have it batted away, but he'll get it back. He'll find Will Adams, and Adams thought about dunking it. Just lays it in nice and gently.
He would have caught me off guard if he would have went up there and crammed it. I'll tell you that.
Looked like that's what he thought about doing.
Oh, he went up pretty high.
Galiptus' shot's no good. Loose ball controlled by the Red Riders. They'll put it back. Kelly now with the ball. He'll find Dixon. And Paul says, slow things up, guys. 5 minutes and 32 seconds away. We're putting this one in the books. Nice little dish there to Kelly. Kelly misses it, gets his rebound. Loose ball, and it's controlled by the Red Riders. As DeBrasco brings the ball up court. Or DeBrasco. DeBrasco with the interception now. He'll drop it down there. Shot goes up. It's no good. And Sincere Stevenson comes in. A little bit out of control, and he'll be called with a foul.
13-second.
So Dixon will bring the ball across the midcourt stripe as the Bulldogs set up the offense. We'll find Maddox Jones, and Maddox will drive to the lane and scoop it in. Nice little lay in there. (79-32). Doddridge County shut off that underneath. Galiptus will try it for three. It's no good. Loose ball fought for, and controlled by WEIR. He'll put it back in off of the glass. That's Jonathan Horstman.
Just a 50-50 ball. It just didn't go our way.
See some other players preparing to come in. This Doddridge County is going to put a fresh 5 on the court, the first chance they get. Now they're going to call him back court. Will tried to hold up, but was afraid he'd lose the ball to Stevenson. Was trying to get Stevenson to touch it first, but I think he was afraid he was going to lose it. So 5 fresh legs for the Bulldogs. As Glasspool, Johnson and Johnson, Lloyd and Walters Hickman will check in.
Always know you're in control of the game when everyone got to play tonight, especially going in 4 minutes into the game here.
Definitely.
And these guys on the courts right here, this is a good group of players as well. They've had a successful season. A lot of these guys, JV players, but also playing varsity both ways. So, good group of kids here.
Well, and you've seen it in any sport, right, where you can get some playing time in a real game situation like this. You just increase that depth.
Yep.
Because you get that experience.
And then Paul's, really with Tommy Walters Hickman really playing here as of late, he's definitely seen something in him being able to have a little bit, add more depth to the lineup.
Here's Johnson. He'll put it in. That's Alex for 2. 81-34. Moving the ball around the perimeter. Nice shot there by Sincere Stevenson as he makes that mid-range jumper. Turnover there. And Weir looks to press. Galiptus. He'll find Haught in the corner. Back to Galiptus. Back to Stevenson. Now Horstman controls. He'll get over to Galiptus. As Weir looks to just move the ball around. And frankly, if you're Coach Paul Burnside, you'll let him pass it around that perimeter all day long.
Right.
Loose ball controlled by the Bulldogs as Alex Johnson picks up the loose ball. Tommy Walters Hickman controls. He'll get it to Johnson. Johnson drives the lane and puts it in. Nice scoop in there by Alex Johnson. That'll take us inside 2 minutes, as Weir hasn't had an answer for this Doddridge County team. Here's Galiptus in the corner. He'll make the 3. Walters Hickman crosses the midcourt stripe. He'll get it over to Isaac Johnson. Isaac will get it to Nate Lloyd. Intercepted there, and with the pick 2, that's Jonathan Horstman. But it ain't gonna matter that much, as there's just about a minute left. Doddridge County leads by 42. .47 seconds left. Walters Hickman has the ball. He'll get it over there to Glasspool. Glasspool will get it to Lloyd. 36 seconds left. Just moving the ball around. Here it is to Johnson, to Walters Hickman. Paul says just keep it moving around there.
Yep. Great win here for Doddridge. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start to our run to the states here. We'll see who we probably find out tonight, who we end up playing next Thursday. So, good for them. Congratulations to Weir on obviously a good season and stuff like that. So, it's always hard to play that last game, your senior year and so forth.
So that'll do it. The final score of the Doddridge County Bulldogs 83, the Red Riders of Weir 41. We'll step aside and we'll come back and wrap this one up. You're tuned into Doddridge County Boys Basketball on WVRC Doddridge.
Bulldog Station and Doddridge County Sports is a winning combination. For all your pizzas, subs, and salads, call Bulldog Station at 304-666-1364. Open Monday 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Tuesday and Wednesday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Thursday and Friday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturdays 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Bulldog Station located at 323 West Main Street, West Union, West Virginia. Let's go Bulldogs!
Welcome back, and shortly we'll be joined by Coach Paul Burnside as he's making his way up here. Nate, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Really, I mean, the way they executed the game right there with the defense, how they, like I said, they started off there, getting some transition buckets there. Paul, really, what do you think ignited your offense there in the first quarter and you just kind of ran away with it?
Well, first of all, praise be to God for another victory, helping us play one of our more complete games of the year.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to be doing. But yeah, it's no secret we want to use our defense to create our transition offense. And we've worked on that this week, made a few tweaks. And when we did it, it looked really well. So we'll continue to work on that. But, praise be to God. Thank Him for His many blessings. Thank Him for blessing these guys, with another good performance this evening.
Paul, early on, it looked like you were trying to get the ball down underneath to Jaden Solomon. They were crashing down there with as many as 4 players on Solomon.
Yeah, so, it's no secret that people are going to double, triple, quadruple team him. But we had guys step up and make outside shots. So when you step up and make outside shots, you can't, send that many guys to the post. So, hats off to our guys. I know Blake Mitchell stepped up, hit some big threes. Maddox Jones, I think Jared Trent had one. Bryson Dixon right there at the end of the third quarter. It was just a total team effort all across the board. Very proud of our guys.
And that's exactly what Nate and I would say. You can't stop both, right? If you're going to put 4 people on Solomon, if you're going to make those threes, that's just going to work itself out.
Well, and he's done a better job as he's went through his career of becoming a better passer and facilitator when that happens, and I thought he did a really good job of that tonight.
One thing that I saw, you guys got your defensive rebounds and you got the ball out quick on good transition buckets, which was huge. I mean, you found a lot of guys on the other end making layups and creating fouls there.
Yeah, no, and that's what we've been preaching all week, and that's things that have haunted us when we haven't been successful. So, we got back to square one, the fundamentals. We've been doing a lot of fundamental things that maybe a lot of other teams aren't doing this time of year. We're doing them because that's what helps us be successful. We can't start transition offense if we don't play good defense, if we're taking the ball out from, out of bounds the whole time.
Yeah, I agree. I think the biggest thing in sports is doing the little things right, and everything else will kind of go with it.
100%. And you got, we try, as I told the guys, we try to do the right thing. I believe that's how you should be. Honor God with what you do and let Him decide what your fate will be.
Right.
Well, Paul, your thoughts now. First of all, how long do you get to celebrate this? Is it over already, or do you have
let's
just a
see.
little
I think
while
Nate's
longer?
phone says it's 8:15. Maybe about that time in the morning.
There you go.
And most of that time, hopefully, I'll be sleeping. So,
yeah.
And then you get to work. Got another game in here Thursday, right?
Yeah, next Thursday we'll be in here, and it'll be either Williamstown or Ravenswood. I don't know what the final score of that game was, but I can guarantee you this: they've got 2 guys, regardless of which team, at the head of their bench that knows the game of basketball, and they're going to bring their team in here prepared, and we're going to get back to work and be prepared. And I expect it to be a fight next Thursday night for a chance to go to Charleston.
What does it mean to have the opportunity to host that?
It's very special. That's a credit to these young men and their hard work and their dedication and the blessings of the good Lord above.
I hope everyone will have a chance to come out and join us. Paul, thanks for taking the time with us again tonight. Really appreciate you and appreciate all the effort that you put forth in the development of this basketball team.
Well, I mean, it's not about me, guys. It's about these young men. I just get to be the guy at the end of the bench that yells a lot. And, again, I just thank the good Lord above for His many blessings for these guys' sake. It's not for me. It's for these guys' sake. And I'm just so tickled to death for their sake that we get to play another game.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks again.
All right,
we'll
thanks.
Be back on Thursday. We look forward to it. Appreciate you, Paul.
Thank you.
Have a great evening. Enjoy that 12 hours of celebration that you get. And I think we're going to wrap it up here, or you want to step aside?
No, that's good. Congratulations to Doddridge. We'll be back Thursday with the winner of Williamstown and Ravenswood, and hopefully we have the same results and have Paul up here. I'll hold him to it to come up here and talk to us when we're cutting down the nets going to the States, right?
That sounds great. We'll look forward to it. That'll do it from here. For Nate Wright, our thanks to Jeremy Wagaman for running the camera for us. And who else helped us?
Aiden Pig, I recruited. He's one of the little baseball players, so I had him come up here and run it for a few minutes.
So we certainly thank them for their contribution to the broadcast. For the team at WVRC, I'm Clint Adams saying good night and God bless.
You've been watching live streaming coverage of Doddridge County High School Bulldog basketball brought to you by Doddridge County Schools in conjunction with WVRC 104.7 FM. Thank you for joining and tune in next time for continued live streaming coverage of Bulldog basketball on WVRC Doddridge County Facebook and WVRC Doddridge County YouTube. Doddridge County basketball broadcasts are an exclusive production of WVRC 104.7 FM.